Hello, this is Pastor Glory. I'm going to start a session of uh, recordings on marriage, spousal abuse, and what happens behind the scenes of a married couple. I personally have been living a lie. I've been in a very abusive marriage for so many years. I suffered alone because I didn't want to expose my husband. I didn't want to stop ministering. But the fact is, there's many marriages, like many marriages that live a life of abuse, that one or the spouse is getting abused, and we in ministry suffer silently because we don't want to expose our spouses, and because we're hoping they'll change, and because we're hoping that somehow, somewhere, God will touch them. And the fact is, I waited way too long for mine to get touched, and it got to the point where it was God that separated us, not by death, but through sickness. A way for him to move out and go in rehab for after surgery. And people right now are judging me that I'm not by his side, and now that he's sick, I'm not there. But people don't know. Nobody knows, not even our children, what happens behind the scenes and what one or the other of the spouses is going through. They don't know until we expose it. And today I'm going to expose it because I'm not doing it for self-gratification. I'm doing it in the hopes that it'll help another marriage, and that it's time that we brought it out. The pastors need to be more sensitive to the people. Pastors need to pay more attention to not only have couples retreat, but actually talk with them on a one-on-one basis, sometimes separately, because that's never been given me. That opportunity was never given me as I was starting baby Christian. And I thought I'm supposed to protect my husband. I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut. I'm not supposed to say anything. But if God had not intervened and through sickness made him move out temporarily, I would have never said anything. And now that I brought it up, and now that I am saying something, now that I'm exposing, my children turned against me. My own children don't believe it because I always kept it quiet. My own children are picking the side of their dad because obviously he's the one that's sick. But people of God, we need to pay more attention. We need to pay more attention to each other. We need to pay attention to the pastor's wives. We need to have a long time with them, because if someone had taken the time to do that for me, I wouldn't have waited years and years and years of secret things that were going on behind the scenes. Towards before he got sick, he wasn't physically abusive because he was too weak. He couldn't. But in many other ways, he still is a machismo man, a guy that everything he says should go. Everything he wants should happen. And honestly, I don't have a problem with that part, but I do have a problem with the control. And I wonder how many couples out there are living with this. I wonder how many ladies, how many wives are living with all that control, all that do this, do that, and don't look at this way, and don't dress that way. And it's terrible. It is a horrible way to live. And again, I put up with it because I'm a minister, because I travel overseas. People overseas, all they would see is a happy couple ministering together, but he never prayed. He never laid hands on people. He never interceded. He just went to keep an eye on me. He himself said, I got to keep an eye on you to make sure you're not checking out the men. That's not of God. And yet I put up with it. I will stop right now and do more segments, but I want to show this. I wrote my memoir years ago, and I was too ashamed to bring it out because I didn't want to expose the marriage. I didn't want to expose my husband. But I am at a point in life where women out there need somebody to say something. There's many women that are probably like me, and maybe even in ministry, that have put up with so much and kept silent because they don't want to be embarrassed, they don't want to be judged, they don't want to be criticized. And in my case, I didn't want my kids to turn against me, since they don't know. The younger ones don't know. The older ones know that there was even physical abuse. The older ones know that. And yet right now, because he's a sick one, it seems my children have turned against me. And that's okay. Whatever God allows, I just want women to know, even men that are being abused, that we need to help each other. We need to be here for each other. We need to bring out the dirty laundry and have people minister to us. And we need to put a stop to all this. And we need to know that it's okay to tell truth. It's okay to bring out the dirty laundry. Okay, until the next time.